In this video, I'm going to show you the right way to remove your duplicates so that you keep track and number how many there were precisely. And that's going to be a critical step before you go on to screening, retrieval, and eligibility stages. So let me pull up my reference manager. Here I'm doing the example in Zotero, but do feel free to use any reference manager you like. The process will be highly similar. So what you can see I've done here is I've done a search in PubMed and Web of Science that's harmonized, and you can see I've created folders for each. In PubMed, I have 46 items, and Web of Science, I have 54. But as you can even see from taking a quick glance, some of these authors here at the beginning look familiar. For example, this Amoa et al. Article. This is clearly a duplicate. So how do we want to go about tracking that? Well, Zotero makes it easy for you because it's already quantified the number of duplicate items that there are and identified them here. And as you can see, as you click on each duplicate, you get a choice of which version you want to keep, what you want to do with it. Now, you may be tempted to just merge these items, but the problem is it's going to make it difficult for you to keep track of what was the original and which were duplicated. Because as you merge them, it's going to change the numbers in your original PubMed and Web of Science folder, which I want you to keep intact so that you don't get lost, and if you ever do need to take a step back. So what I recommend that you do is you create a new collection, and you create this, you could call this total, or you could even label it duplicates if you wanted, and take all the the articles from PubMed, drag them over. So just what I'm doing here, I'm just going to drag them into total, and the same, Web of Science, I'm going to do the same thing. Select all, Control A to select all, and drag them into total. So now, 54 and 46, I have a neat 100 articles, and you can see that I've actually got the duplicates inside here. Now, it would be nice if I could just do them from here, click Merge Items. That's not going to work. To keep things tidy, now I can go into Duplicate Items, and if I merge these items now, you can see PubMed has stayed 46, Web of Science has stayed 54, but my total has gone down to 99. This is going to make it really easy for you to quantify your duplicate items. The only thing that's a little bit of a nuisance here is you need to go one by one and merge them, just as I'm doing here. And as you go through and complete this process, for however many that you have, you will eventually then get to your sum total, which will enable you very easily to understand how many duplicates you have. Now, one thing I do want to mention as I'm going through the tedious, put on some music, because there is, inevitably with any research, there are going to be some tedious, cumbersome processes. This is one of them. We fully optimize, but inevitably there is going to be some work like this that can be a little bit menial. I've been there, everybody's been there, we've all done it. It's important that you go start to finish through this process yourself, so that one day when you're leading research teams, you know exactly the steps that need to be taken, and you can make sure that these are being done in a good quality way. That said, sometimes this automatic duplicate detection is imperfect and could still miss duplicates. So you may, even having gone through this, encounter some articles that you later realize are duplicates. And that's because they're not always entered into or uploaded into the databases correctly in the way that you would like. That's incredibly common, and it's just a glitch of the databases. So at some stage later on, you're going to go through the references in your final set and look at them very closely, and you may need to edit them and clean them up in your reference manager so that they cite correctly. You can see we're getting to the end of this process here, and we have nice round numbers in this case by sheer accident. It looks like we're going to end up with, you can already see, we've pulled out a lot of duplicates here that were in these databases, and that's really not surprising because there is such a high degree of overlap between Web of Science and PubMed, and that's why you're going to see diminishing returns once you get over 2 databases. The more databases you have, the more these duplicates that you should logically expect are going to start creeping into your search. So we're going to continue to merge these items. Merge, we're almost there. And what I then will want you to do is take this, and you now have the number of duplicates to enter into your Prisma, which we can see really neatly and tidily now. All the duplicates are gone. In our total, we have 57 items. That tells me we have a total of 43 duplicates that have been removed. 57, these are the articles that I'm now going to take on to my next step for the screening stage. At this point, you want in your library to create a new library called screening, and go ahead and move these total articles over to screening. And now in screening, it's at this stage that the next video is going to show you how to set up this folder on screening to itemize what's included, what's excluded, and for what reasons. But go ahead now at this stage already with your Prisma PowerPoint slide that you have handy and fill out the number of duplicates that's relevant to your study. Do that before going on to the next step.